For the government, it's very easy to say that you should keep procreating, and government can easily create trap by using incentives. But we have to understand, do we really have to procreate? Right? Because government are not doing this for the people, they are doing it for themselves. Because who go in the government or systems? Those who really have ambition, those who do not care about good and bad, they do not care about the ethics. Throughout the world, the population is declining. Right? So it's not related to only the economy situation. It's completely socioeconomic, completely world view situation is there. So government like saying that it is good for you, at a time you will become elder. So I will give you like my ideas and my point of view on this, but before that we will look from the socioeconomic and human development perspective. So there is a little slide, pay attention in that if you are interested. It will definitely help you if you are married and having 1-2 children, or you are not willing but because of the government trap, or if you don't want to marry or procreate, this is going to be nectar for you. So government incentives and population growth. So we see that government is saying that we will give you free educations, we will give you nutritional support, we will give you healthcare welfare, but they will not take the complete, right? They will not take the complete responsibility of your life. They are only creating these incentives to the point when your population will be that much so that he can exploit, right? So they are saying that tuitions free for a schooling, and they will guarantee you that up to age 18 or 24 or 21 for the girl child. They will say you that we will give nutritional help to child. See, these things are not a big burden. Even for those people who are well educated, they can, if they choose to procreate, up to like 18 years or 17 years, they can easily, or by sacrificing some part of their life, can give everything to their child. But the problem is not here that we have to procreate. The problem is here when we will procreate anyone. They are going to be in the society, in the world, which do not believe in equality, which do not believe in responsibility, which do not believe in peace. From many years, from all the historical understanding, we come to the conclusion that humans do not want to share. Humans do not want to come up with their physical and mental disability. They always trying to go backside. They do not have purity in their heart. And there are very rare people who, due to the circumstances, able to achieve the enlightenment or pure heart, but society neglect them completely. So next here, why these incentives attracts poor family? Yes, this is very important thing here, that when these incentives will come, whom you will actually trying to attract? Those who have crore of rupees, like Adani, Ambani. There are many others people who are very rich. Okay, why they are not doing more kids? They should go with more kids. Their children should go with the more kids. They have everything to enjoy the life. They are running the government and doing every sort of things. So let them procreate. Why would government trying to attract those people who are already in the vulnerable situation, like poor people? They are not able to feed themselves or their wife or their small families, and government are trying to attract them with the money so that their life becomes more vulnerable. So it's not a incentives to uplift the people, it's actually trapping. Come in my net again, be the vulnerable again, so that we can exploit you by giving some 30,000-40,000 rupees. So it's completely a trap, and definitely poor will get, in that cage. They will get trapped in that cage, in government's created cage. And that's like very what we can say, that our heart are like melting to see this, that we choose the government to stand on the morality, we choose the government to uplift the people from their bondage to liberation. But here, what they are trying to do, they are actually trying to make the life vulnerable to those who are already in the vulnerable situation. It's very like unhuman thing, very unhuman thing. Fine, and definitely, if you want to enjoy life, okay, enjoy. Why are you increasing the financial burden? Why you want to dilute your resources? Why you want to create the intergenerational poverty? Because of the labor market, right? Because you are interested in only labor, you are not interested in human anymore. Okay, because if you will go back, there was a time that people do not have educations, people were exploited, and they were not given rights to get educations, they were not given rights to understand the world. So they have to procreate, because they do not have other things to look for the life. But humanity are not like other animals or other species, that they have to keep only choosing procreation. And that everybody have to understand, even the government, because government is not some alien thing, there is also human, right? And humans should have compassion in their heart, karuna should be in their heart, karuna for the living beings, for the whole creation, that why they are in existence and feeling the suffering. But you can, like, very clearly you can see that what government is trying to do. If you will call in India, you will not get ambulance in your home if anybody get emergency situation. So no administrative, you can say, happiness, no prosperity for anyone. So all these systems are corrupted, right? And to maintain that corruption in the elite, because those who are elite in India and claim to be meritorious are basically from the socioeconomic advantage. They are not because they have done something good. They are because they exploited the people and collected those resources, generational resources they collected, and they are enjoying that by maintaining this situation. So they do not want you to get out of it. So they always try to tell you that keep on procreating. You heard that very much, like resources. They say that, okay, why we are distributing resources to them, why we are giving them reservation. So they do not want you to actually liberate from this whole, you can say, suffering existential situation. You heard those peoples, like most Brahmin peoples who are in RSS, they are religious people. They say that keep producing, keep procreating, and give me 1-2 child, so that we will fight for the religion. So their intention is only fighting, their intention is only to keep maintaining the social structure. They never stand with the equality, they never stand with the liberty. You have to understand that who are these people. So in Indian context, caste, education and poverty are very interlinked. Caste, you know very clearly that how the Janev Janwar, you have to understand, like those people who wear the thread and claim that they are superior than the other caste. So these are the Janev Janwar, or you can say the casteist peoples. Even Dalits and backwards gets the educations, they do not get the equal representations. They do not get the equal opportunity to flourish, create the growth within the society. So they will always, in the whole system it is created that they will remain in the poverty, they will remain out of the system, okay? Whole system, if you will see the collegium system and everything. So caste and social exclusion is already there. So when a poor or Dalit will procreate, so their children will not going to get too much advantage. They are not going to get better education. Indian education system you can see very clearly. So stopping procreation is the only thing that will help you, because you do not believe in that more. You believe in everybody's equality. It doesn't matter that I have children or not. If others peoples have children, they are happier, then able to see the beauty of world and the suffering of world and able to get liberate. So that is complete for us. Okay, so it's not like we want to procreate only. We not, because we do not get educations, we do not get chance to educate ourselves, right? There was a whole the system. So that's why poor keep on procreating more. So now the situations are changing, people are getting educated. So why these governments are now creating the trap? Because you remain in that cage. So stop procreating, that is the first thing. Not only for the government, there is a spiritual dimensions also. If you will go back and look my videos, if you will see my videos, you will understand that what is a spiritual dimension in stop procreating. I told you that when brahmacharya was there in the system, so that was not because celibacy will going to do a lot of things in your life or bring some divine power. That's because that time we do not have way to stop procreation. So celibacy is one way given by the enlightened people that okay, stop procreating. The only thing was there, stop procreating in that scenario. Other dimensions you can add the spiritual elements that no, this will conscious upliftment. So other things you can add in that. But the main component is that stop procreating, stop bringing people to suffer in this world. Impact in the society. So if poor will get attracted, Dalits will get attracted to these schemes. So they expanding low income cohorts. Cohorts means people in the same situation. So poor, Dalits, backward, they are in the same situation. So they will not able to get out of that situation because inflation is also very high. If you will take the 6% inflation, like in every 10 year, everything becomes double of its price. Okay, so from the economic perspectives also it's not suitable, but the social change is not happening that fast. Unequal opportunity, rising inequality, this will remain there. So it means the social structure will remain there as it is, right? So these all things are not done by the government to uplift you. So don't get in the trap. I am requesting all of you. See, there was a people who able to get the Nobel Prize because of the socioeconomic advantage. Amartya Sen, he like after studying so much, he also said that population growth alone does not guarantee prosperity. What matters is whether individuals have the education, health and freedom to lead lives they have reason to value. So very important point, the last one, freedom to lead lives they have reason to value. What reason you have to value this life? If you do not have, then please. So I am not telling only from the spiritual point of view. I am telling you from the present scenario also, that even if you are the person who do not believe in any spiritual understanding, any spiritual consciousness, then still you have to understand that procreation is not suitable. And more than the fertility stability, like more than 2.1, never. I am telling you that you have to stop. You have to come below 1. Don't worry about the elderly population. See, when the elderly population is there, they have to understand that they will going to die. It doesn't matter. You will live 20 years more on the cost of more people, more children. What the elderly populations have to understand this much. See, you born, so you will die one day. That's the truth. No one is going to change it. So if this is not going to change, then why you want the new people in this world? Why you want to suffer more? Why you want to bring the suffering for more populations? Okay? So if you don't want others to suffer in this world, then you have to stop procreation. You do not have to think that because you will go and die, you require someone in your old age. It's completely like very inhuman. Like you want to free yourself, you want to enjoy the comfortability in your elderly age, in your old age. For that you will bring someone in the existence. It's a very selfish situation. Come out from that selfishness. if you will see the slide, you will understand that I am trying to put here that, and even think from the present socioeconomic circumstances,